Hey guys, Mind War here today, and today I'm going to be comparing two ships. Actually, I just decided to get them. Actually, today we're going to be reviewing the mighty Tirpitz, which this is on the test account, and Wargaming North America doesn't seem to give a shit if you show shit on the test account. So this is the Tirpitz, and this behemoth is awesome. I mean, I took it out in a battle yesterday when I got it. This thing is just a whoop-ass machine. It just kicks ass. It kicks major ass. But I'm going to compare it with the North Carolina. The Amagi I wouldn't really compare it to because the North Carolina and the Tirpitz seem to be very similar to me. In a battleship sort of sense. You know, they got good range. They got good guns. They have good armor. You know, the Japanese really are not off there. So, to start off, with survivability, you got 69,300 hit points. You got armor is 32 at least and up to 315 millimeters. Now that's quite a bit. Torpedo protection damage reduction 22%. This thing has 15-inch guns, which are 380 millimeter guns. It's got secondary armament of 8 105 L65 DOP-L C37 guns. It's got 6 150 L55 SK-C28 guns. Main battery firing range is 21.4, so that is pretty wicked. If you think about it, at the time that most ships were engaging, they were around, you know, maybe 16 to 18 kilometers, and this thing's engaging you at 21.4 kilometers away, so that's pretty badass. It does have torpedoes. It's got torpedoes, but I have never used the torpedoes on this thing because, like, there's just no need to use torpedoes because I stay outside of the range of the torpedoes, even though they're really good torpedoes. It's got shit tons of AA guns. It's got two sets of 20 mil, two types of 20 mils, a flak 38, it's a flak Verling 38. It's got a 37 mil flak as Villing. It's got those 105 millimeter guns it uses as secondaries. Its maximum speed is 30.5 knots, which is, god damn, that is fast as shit. Its turning circle radius is 850 meters. Rudder shift time is 16.0 seconds. That's pretty good. Detectability range by sea is 15.9 kilometers, so you're going to stay well outside of that detection range for guns, and you're going to stay well outside of that air range if you can stay out there to your maximum range for range by air. So let's fold all of these down. This ship was for those of you who do not know out there, I'm pretty sure a lot of historians know this by now and everything like that, but this was the sister ship to the mighty Bismarck, which here I'm going to show you her in a minute. Right here, this is the mighty Bismarck, and as you can see, they share a lot of similarities with each other. But I think the Tirpitz is just a tad different. Actually, I think it's a little bit taller. Yeah, the Tirpitz sits a little bit taller and it has some differences to it, it's a really good looking vessel. Yeah, it's got quite a bit of difference to it. So now we're going to move on to the North Carolina. So the North Carolina class battleship is, obviously, for those people out there across the world that are watching my channel who do not know what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is Americans during the Second World War and still now today, any battleship was named after a state. So I think they actually wound up naming all 50 of them, but the North Carolina has 16-inch guns. Survivability is 66,000, so I think the Tirpitz just has a little bit more health. It's got more armor it's got less armor than the Tirpitz. Tirpitz has more armor, so it can defend. It's got bigger guns, secondary armament. It actually can fire further away than the Tirpitz. It's got less anti-aircraft guns, but they're more powerful, and it has shit tons more of each type. It's got its maximum speed. The Tirpitz is faster, so you could outrun the North Carolina. And the detectability by sea and air, they're around the same for the Tirpitz and the North Carolina. I cannot stop playing this ship on the test server. I am in fucking love with the Tirpitz. It is such a badass boat, and it just, I don't know why, but it's such a good vessel to use. I mean, it's German, obviously, but it's a good vessel, and you wouldn't expect the Germans to actually... I don't know where their launch plane is. I mean, I've been trying to find that myself. I don't see it, but the Tirpitz was actually never... I think the Tirpitz only saw one engagement in sea. I only saw one real engagement, and then it just sat in a Norwegian harbor for the rest of the war. It was sunk towards the end. I mean, it survived right up to the end. It sunk in a Norwegian harbor. I mean, Norwegian fjord, where the Bismarck's at the bottom of the ocean. But both of these ships didn't meet a similar fate. The Bismarck was shredded to shit by the Royal Navy, and the Tirpitz was dropped, and I think on this side of the hull, if I remember. No, she was pointing the other direction. So yeah, I think it was this side of the hull right here. Your port side. I mean, your starboard side. I think she was hitting the starboard side of the vessel with a tall boy bomb, went down under and blew up under, and then one went down through. Actually, they have evidence one actually went down through here and got right below the hull, blew a big ass hole in the bottom of the hull of the vessel. So messed her shit up pretty good. She is premium. Like I said, this is a public test server. I do not have this on a live account. But she is a very glorious ship. It's cool to get my hands on this old piece of history. To actually see what it was like and how she might have operated. There are very few people from either Bismarck or the Tirpitz that survived. However, these were very big vessels. In my opinion, I like the Tirpitz and I like the North Carolina. I'm not big into Japanese battleships. I don't find them very good. I find them actually pretty trashy. But I like the Tirpitz. I'm excited for the German battleships to come. I'm very excited, actually. I cannot wait for this thing to come. For the Bismarck, that way I can actually own a Bismarck and show you guys basically what it was like to sail these two versus each other. I hope you guys are liking the World of Warships gameplay. I'm not really giving you gameplay, but more like reviews between both vessels. This is another epic vast vessel. This thing can just dish out the firepower. She's really good. The 16-inch guns are quite amazing. They're both very good vessels, as I said before. And so yeah, that's about it. All I have today for you guys with the Tirpitz and the North Carolina. I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Actually, let's hold off on that for a minute. I want to mention something else. This ship is 12,500 gold to purchase, by the way, and please check out World of Warships website. It will be in the description below. World of Warships, and get the game. I think you guys will like the old combat. You can sail naval legends like the Iowa, the Yamato, soon coming the Bismarck maybe. Hopefully they'll get the Royal Navy in. Maybe we can sail a King George, the 5th class battleship. We already have the Warspite in the game. But anywho, folks, I hope you liked today's video, and I hope to bring you more on the future of World of Warships. And please like this video, please subscribe to my channel, Mine of War, all lowercase, no spaces. I hope you guys liked this today, and as always, I will see you guys on the next engagement. Mine of War, out.